Well, like Chase, I mean, I was 25 fighting a 41-year-old. We both said this kid's going to probably either be a monkey on his back, which he was, or he's going to get knocked out really quick.
I like the fight game. Of course, you know my background, stuff like that. I'm getting ready to take off here next Thursday. I'm going up and cornering my son's fight. He's fighting at Conquest of the Cage. He's a heavyweight, kind of like me. So I still enjoy the game. I enjoyed this one a little bit better, this UFC fight. This last time, I felt like the refs actually called it correctly, point-wise.
Yeah, the last few fights have been kind of like, what is going on with this? I mean, in listening to, I don't remember which fight it was, but it was where, I don't know, I can't remember the guys' names, but
it wasn't Pappy.
It wasn't Pappy. It was a couple of guys where the guy was grabbed his leg and he was really not defending himself, got hit like 30 times in a row, and they called the fight. And this is unfortunate. I was like,
see, I didn't have him winning the fight. I didn't see it that way. And he was taking so much damage. They're like, well, a fighter's got to be able to intelligently defend themselves.
Yeah.
But he was trying to defend himself. It wasn't working. And then he was going to get up there at the last second. That could have gone either way, but he had just taken so much damage and he was already rocked. I mean, he was basically, they call it being out on your feet, but, Volkanovski, what a fight that was.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Whew.
That's kind of why I quit watching UFC a lot, was because you go watch these fights and it almost became boring. And these fights last night are probably the most entertaining fights. From every single fight was that way. There wasn't one fight that you could say that fight wasn't entertaining.
What about the guy who was doing all the Karate Kid katas, though? I was like, what is he doing? Stop moving your hands. Just throw them. He was, oh.
Well, you were entertained. Were you not entertained?
I was entertained. That was crazy. Well, I get to go up and corner my son's fight here this next Saturday, so that's gonna be kind of fun.
We'll make sure to take some pictures so we can get them out on
I will.
social.
Yeah, I'll get some pictures. It's crazy. Now I'm at that age. I just live vicariously through my kids. I have for a long time, but my son wrestled from the time he was a little teeny tiny tot on through, and I'll have some other kids are up. They're gonna be at the fight. So it's man, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be a good time. Still, as a father,